Good morning, everyone. It is December 21st, the last class in December for Kyushu Institute of Technology 4C, Wednesday, second period. I want to make this class pretty light. I don't have a lot of assignments. I gave you many assignments yesterday, last week. I realized I could have given you a few of them this week, but that's okay. All of them will be due in January. Remember, you still have your listening lab upload that's due on January 18th. Your grammar quiz that's due on January 10th, and your reading quiz. So you have a lot of stuff that's due. Please make sure that it's done before their due dates. Now, going on to today, first, let's look at the schedule. Today's the 10th class, and that means that we have 6 classes left. Now, one of those classes will be the final exam right here, but that means that we have 5 more classes, so about basically 1/3, 33% left of the class to work on another important part of this class, which is your writing. Your writing is what we will be focusing on. But inside of those 5 classes are 2 makeup days. One of them is on the 21st, which is a Saturday. That's a Saturday class, so please make sure that that Saturday you can attend. And another one, as I said last week, is on February 2nd. February 2nd is a Thursday. Sorry about that, but Thursday is the best that I can do in terms of giving you that class. Now, somebody asked me in the other class, why are we doing these makeup classes? These makeup classes are for 2 places. One of them is January 4th. We do not have a class because I will not be in Japan. So that's the one replaced by the 21st. I will also be unavailable on the 15th. So we're having a makeup class on the Thursday and having our final test on the 8th. That's why we're having makeup classes. Now, as I said, we're going to be focusing on writing. Now, I have a lot more to say about this when we come back in January, but your writing is something that we've been working on all year. And the last part that I want to work on with you is something called the APA format. Now, you're already having a very difficult time with English writing because of subjects, verbs, objects. You're looking at the difficulty of vocabulary and grammar, and I completely understand that. But there is one more thing that is very difficult that is about research writing. And it is this: if you do not follow the APA format, your research and your writing, if you do writing for JAXA or NASA, if you work at a company like Toshiba or Canon, and you have to write a research paper, English research papers are very, very strict when it comes to the rules that are in the APA format. Those rules are so deep and they're so hard to follow sometimes. There are rules for the font that you use. Here, let me show you this. This font that you use, where you put the commas, where you put the periods, all of those brackets, the space between the top line and the next line. There are so many rules just even for the title page and the submission system that it's hard to follow all of them. Even if you have good English, even if you have good vocabulary, if you do not follow these rules, your paper will not be accepted in a research journal. So I want to focus less on the English because as first-year students, English is hard, vocabulary is hard, grammar is hard, but the APA rules are just as important and you can learn them very quickly. So this is what we're going to be working on after we come back in January. Before we go though, I want you to look at these videos because this is what we're going to be working on when we come back in January. Also, I want you to remember these reference points, these URLs for example, APA for Japanese, what is a DOI, how to use Bitly. This is all going to be important when we come back in January. And I wanted to show you that right now. Okay, we have a little bit of Quizlet that we're going to do. Your class 10 textbook answers are available. They were available yesterday. And basically for this week, I just want you to do the homework video and photo upload. Today, I want you to take this mid-semester survey at the end of the class. It's an anonymous survey. I'm not going to be looking at your names, only 2 questions. So I want you to write honestly before you go today. Also, too, I already said that. Okay, well, if you have any questions, oh, that's right. Sorry, I wanted to talk about one more thing. This is the last day before at least this class, the Wednesday class breaks. And then you go on your holiday break, Christmas break, New Year's break. And I want to say thank you very much. You've worked very hard. Your speech contest, by the way, your speech contest videos, I'm still looking at them, but I should be able to finish marking them by the end of the day. So I want to say thank you very much, and I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Before I finish this recording, though, I want to show you just one thing, or two things. First thing, this is your first time as a university student to go on a Christmas holiday with your friends, your new friends. You will be having end of the year parties, your Bonenkai. Maybe in January, you'll have your Shinnenkai. And I understand you're going to be having fun. Some of you are 18, 19 years old, and you're starting to drink beer, wine, and that's great. When I was in university, I drank a lot. But please be careful. This is your first time drinking. If you're going to an izakaya, if you're going to your friend's house, and your friend drinks and starts to drive, say no. Take away their keys. Get a taxi. Take the bus. Stay at your friend's house. Do not drink and drive. And that sounds like something that, oh, Mr. Cruz, I know that. Yeah, maybe you do. Make sure all of you do. As a university teacher, I sometimes hear stories about some students that were in an accident over the Christmas holiday. So please don't let that happen to you. Number 2 thing. I know that for some of you, I'm very, very komakai kibishi about these masks. And I will tell you right away, I hate these masks. I hate them so much. I wish I could just rip this off. I can't see your face. I can't see your smile. Communicating with these on is very difficult to do. I'm a language teacher. Teaching language is so hard with these masks on. But I don't know if you know this. There's one big number that I want to show you. This one. In 2020, when Corona just started, in the summer of 2020, every day, NHK said 50 people died, 50. And everybody was panicking. Oh my God, 50 people. Oh, so many. In 2021, with Delta and Omicron, then it was about 150 people dying every day. Then it went down. People thought, oh, this is great. And then the news and the newspapers stopped talking about it. I don't know if you noticed, it keeps going up from October to December. And now, yesterday, 231 people died. On average, that means in Fukuoka, average, that's 4 people. Probably much higher, probably like 10 people. Now you're probably thinking, oh, but I'm okay, Mr. Cruz. I had my vaccinations 2 times. I wear my mask. Yes, I understand. But I'm not worried about you. You're young. You're a university student. But you take the train, you take the monorail. You're going to be going to parties. You work at izakayas. And if you get sick, I'm not worried about you. You're young. You're strong. I'm worried about your grandmother, your friend's grandfather, people who have cancer that cannot take those vaccinations. 231 people dead. So if you're wondering why I'm still telling you, put on your mask, put on your mask, put it over your nose. You know what the number one reason is? It's me. I am 60 years old. If I get this disease, and I've had 4 vaccinations, there is a really high chance it could really hurt me. Now, if you don't care about me, think about your mother, your father, your little brother who's only 3 years old, and he didn't get the vaccination yet. And every time you take off your mask, the chances are very high in this room that you might get the coronavirus from somebody else. A lot of people don't come to this class because they have the coronavirus. And then you think, oh, but I heard my friend got the coronavirus and he's okay. Yes, of course. You're 18, you're 19 years old. You'll be fine. I'm worried about me. And all of the old people that you know, sitting next to you on the train, sitting next to you on the monorail. Please be careful. 2 things. This holiday, don't drink and drive. Enjoy the party, but be careful. 2, please remember that number. 231 yesterday. It's 274 1 week ago. That number will keep going up. It will especially go up during Christmas time and New Year's. People are moving around from Fukuoka back to Fukui, back to Tochigi, down to Fukuoka City, back to Tokyo. People are moving around. Please, 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 be careful. Okay, if you have any questions, you can always contact me at jdmcruz@gmail.com. Otherwise, Happy New Year.